It is the most successful civilian helicopter in history. The Robinson R22 and its bigger brother, the R44, have taught more people how to fly than almost any other aircraft. They're sleek, relatively affordable, and ubiquitous. But they also carry a sobering reputation. If you look at the NTSB data or global accident reports, the Robinson name appears with alarming frequency. In some years, they've accounted for a disproportionate number of fatal accidents compared to their competitors. Now, is it a flaw in the machine, or is there something more complex happening in the cockpit? Today we're breaking down why the Robinson helicopter crashes more than any other. Before we point fingers at the engineering, we have to look at the math. Robinson has produced over 13,000 helicopters because they are the budget-friendly option in a world of multi-million-dollar turbines. They fly everywhere. They are the primary workhorses for flight schools where students are the most likely to make mistakes, muster in Australia where they herd cattle, and private owners, often less experienced pilots who fly fewer hours per year. When you have more helicopters in the air flown by the least experienced pilots in the most demanding environments, the accident rate is naturally going to be higher, but that doesn't explain the type of crashes we see. This is where things get technical. Most helicopters use a multi-blade system. Robinsons only use a semi-rigid teetering rotor system. Think of it like a seesaw. It's simple, light, and efficient, but it has a deadly Achilles heel: low G maneuvers. If a pilot pushes the nose down too quickly, creating a weightless feeling, the rotor disc loses its tension. In a Robinson, this can cause the rotor hub to tilt so violently that it hits the mast, the shaft holding the blades. This is called mast bumping. At best, it damages the ship. At worst, the blades can literally chop off the tail boom or delaminate in midair. In many of these cases, the helicopter breaks apart before it even hits the ground. This is why the FAA requires a special SFAR 73 sign-off just to fly a Robinson. It's the only helicopter within its own specific safety regulation. Most commercial helicopters use turbine engines, or jet engines. They are incredibly reliable. Robinsons, however, use piston engines, similar to what you'd find in a small Cessna. Piston engines are more prone to carburetor icing, where the engine can literally freeze up and quit in humid weather if the pilot isn't careful with the carb heat lever. Furthermore, the R22 has very low rotor inertia. If the engine fails, the pilot has about 1 second to react and enter an auto rotation, before the blades slow down too much to keep the aircraft flying. In a larger helicopter, you might have 3 or 4 seconds in the air. So, is the Robinson a death trap? Most experts say no, when flown within its limits. It's a marvel of efficiency. The problem is that the Robinson is unforgiving, it doesn't tolerate cowboy flying or lack of attention. The Robinson accident rate is a combination of a massive fleet, a specific mechanical sensitivity to low G, and the fact that it's the primary classroom for student pilots. If you're a pilot, be aware of the mast bump. If you're a passenger, trust the maintenance. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you hit like and subscribe so we can get more helicopter or aviation related content out there to you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.